let's go ahead and buy everything that we already have. The Fudo. We're gonna need the Ruiner and the Prairie. Let's get the Prairie in white, I guess. Although that's definitely not gonna stay white. Let's get the Ruiner. Get that in... Let's get that in black. No. I'm not gonna be able to see any of the liveries if I do that. At least if you don't have these, I mean, you can get them off the street for free, but the Prairie can be difficult to find. So can the Ruiner at times. Actually, all of them can. Gotta wait for the right spawn. Fluto, they're all cheap. 9, 10, 25. That's cheap. That's a good thing. I remember when this was super duper cheap. The Hearse, or not cheap, rare, super rare. Alright, so we've got all those purchased. You know what? Instead of going to LS Customs, I'm gonna modify all these in my garage. That'll give us an opportunity to drive them back and forth between the nightclub garage and CEO garage every time too. Alright. Got distracted for a second. Let's take this into the garage. I have no doubt I'm going to want to change the paint on this thing probably. Don't know if there's any new like bumpers and things. That was already there and that was already there. So okay, no new bumpers. No. No new exhaust. Everybody look at that crazy thing right there. Okay, nothing there. So just the liveries. So we're not going to have any new modifications to do on the cars, but liveries and finding the right paint to go with the liveries. Alright, I can already see that I'm going to have to change the color of the car just to be able to see all the liveries. So let's do that first. We'll just go... I find that using a silver of some kind is usually the easiest color to see all the different liveries with. Because you got a lot of blacks and whites and things like that in the liveries, so silver, you could see any livery will pretty much will show up with silver. Alright, so classic decals. Okay, so we get the little Karen badge on the hood there. You get the naturally aspirated inline 20 valve rear wheel drive sticker there.
How many cars you got in this garage again?
So that's a very subtle livery. Then we got Boro Futo. It's like a rusted out look, but the same stickers. Got Drift Missile. So it looks like duct tape on the back there. A little... What is that? I love grass. Like a cow sticker. That's kind of funny.
If you can think
It still has the Fudo or the inline engine decal there, and the Karen logo up there. But interesting. Karen Rally Team. So this is a nice clean livery. That inline 20 valve right there beneath the taillight. No, that was there the whole time. I just didn't notice it. Okay. So there's that one.
life is hard
Oh, it's
when
got
you can have
Chapal
everything.
stickers down there now on the skirt area, the front bumper skirt area. We got Legendary Racer. I don't like that one as much as I like the Rally Team one, if I had to choose between those two so far that we've seen. This wrap around the front should go down the skirts and everything on the side. I'm not digging that. We've got Scandinavian Flick. So you can see the stuff is backwards on here on this side. So it's right on this side. I think it should be right on both sides. I don't know why they do it like that. I've heard it's like that in real life, but I don't like it. I think it looks stupid in my opinion. I like the hood. Karen automobile flywheels. That's a nice looking hood. I don't know. This could be one. This could be one to go with maybe. It's a contender. We got Team Exotic, Auto Exotic. That's pretty cool looking. There's a nice little Auto Exotic sticker back there. It's a nice one. Rolling Dude number 7. Oh, that's gonna be the livery, I think, right there. Fukaru Drift Team. Yeah, look at this. This is the one, I think. I'm digging the colors of the livery, the style. That little sticker there underneath the mirrors got like a little bit of an anime look to it. And I've already got some anime cars in the garage this is going in. I get to see that. I think that's going to be the one I'm going to go with. Garage Drift. That's not a bad looking one either, but I think I'm going to have to stick with that other one. You get flames on the roof there. You can see. This would be the second place one right here. I like the way it does the rear bumper there too. This would be the second place one. I think I've got to go with this one though, the Rolling Dude. I like this one. Plus it's Rolling Dude number 7 and I'm Infamous 177, so that's the one I'm going to go with. Alright, now we got to do respray. Do we have the right license plate? Tune me up, yep. Respray. Let's see what colors we can get to go with this. What'll look good. Obviously a black is going to look nice. Well, even though that hides some of the livery. If we do that. I don't think I'm going to... Excuse me. I don't think I'm necessarily going to want to go with a black, a red, or a white. It's going to... I thought I would want to use one of the colors in the livery, but I almost feel like it's going to take away from the livery to do that. Yellow doesn't look too shabby. That's a contender.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
That gasoline green isn't too shabby either. Lime green. Kind of feeling that. Maybe a blue.
Do you need a drink?
Ooh, that diamond blue. There's something about that diamond blue I'm digging. That might be it right there. I'm feeling that color. I'm gonna finish looking through the rest, but I think that diamond blue might be the way. This ultra blue is just a little bit too much, a little too bright.
Technology and budget permitting.
And purple's not bad either. But yeah, no, I think that blue. We're gonna go with that diamond blue for now. Where is it? Diamond blue. And let's look at the secondary. What does the crew color look like? No, not feeling that. I should have checked the crew for the top color. I'll go back to the primary real quick and just check it. Ooh.
Think long and hard.
That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Yeah, let's do that. Secondary. What's a matte black look like? Does that hide the livery too much? Makes the frukaroo on the rear bumper pop. Brings out the front bumper stickers as well. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that.
You've got an eye for this stuff.
Now, do you want to do a pearl?
I bet you smoke pot. Poor people love the pot. No, I have asked.
What about a red?
And what's this?
Pornography? Amputee pornography! That's a statue from the museum from the Renaissance. What are you talking about?
Museums are the worst. Subsidized ends of sin, leading people astray.
How many cars you got in this garage again?
Stop subsidizing decadent culture.
That's going to be the brightest one, the Torino red. Yep.
Girl is looking good.
Now we'll do the lights underneath, neon.
Just offended these lovely impressionable girls.
We can go crew, which I don't know if that's overdoing it with the crew color. The red always ends up looking a little pink, even though it doesn't look too shabby right now.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Now you know what? I like the crew because it's blue on, it's crew on top, and then black and red in the middle there, and then blue again on the bottom. I like that.
I've got
Do
that
that.
installed for you.
Let's go to the tires and make sure that we've got crew colored. Or no, let's go with red tire smoke. Let's get some more red in there. I think I'm gonna leave the rims the way they are too. I like these rims on this car. Alright, so that is going to do it for the Fudo, and we will switch to another car. We'll drive this over to the nightclub, take a nice little leisurely ride over there, park it up, and get the next car out. I'm just gonna go ahead, take her for a little spin. Get the right radio station going. We'll see if we can get a little cinematic driving going on without wrecking. Been a while since I did that. Oh! It didn't last long. Looks good though, nice and loud with that paint job on, huh? It's an attention getter to say the least.
Hey, remember me? It's Mama.
Apologize for my cough I've got this morning. I'll tell you what, I'm digging this. This is a cool livery on this car. I'm so distracted looking at the car. I'm crashing into stuff. Alright, let's park her up. And see what car we're going to do next. I've already got the Penumbra in here too, which is the real life Mitsubishi Eclipse. I've got to take that out and see what I'm going to do with that. Let me move some things around real quick here. I've got all my other tuner livery cars in here, and like my Fast and Furious cars as well. We'll put this down here for now. No, let's I really don't want the Ruiner in here permanently. It's just kind of in here for this video, so we'll do that. Give you a little quick tour of these other cars before we take. We'll take the Eclipse next. My Batsu Penumbra, or Mitsubishi Eclipse. So that's supposed to be my version of Dom's car from the Fast and Furious. This is an anime car that I did from the in-game anime Princess Robot Bubblegum. Really happy with the way that one came out. This is the Toyota Supra. Brian had this in the first Fast and Furious. His was the orange one. And this is kind of like a Jetta or a BMW. I think this is it's supposed to be a BMW in-game. This is also another anime car from the same in-game anime, Princess Robot Bubblegum. The other one was the hero in the show, and this is the villain. And then this is supposed to be my version of, I can't remember his name, but there was a guy in Fast and Furious Part 1. He was one of Dominic's crew, and he was the livery there is called "Not Tonight, Pizza Boy." That's one of his famous lines from the movie. And then of course here is Brian's Eclipse. So we're gonna take this. This is as close as I was able to get it in the past to being Brian's Eclipse, because there was no way to paint it the way he had it or put a livery on it in the past. So. And then all my Fast and Furious cars, I've got the I-2 Fast for You license plates on those. It's still not the right radio station. It keeps wanting to go on Blonded for some reason. Not that you guys can hear the radio anyway, but I can. It's not a particularly fast car, the Penumbra, but it is a cool car. Hold on one second, I gotta pull this over. Each time I do one of these cars, I want to clip the video so I can upload it as a separate video to my channel. Let me just do that real quick. Alright, that's saved. So that'll be the Fudo video. And I'll have to, I will have to trim that down a little bit. I was never a huge fan of Eclipses in real life, but I always liked that car that he drove in the first one. I didn't like too much the car from the second one that I think it's Tyrese was the actor, the guy that was driving it. I can't think of his name in the movies either. Didn't watch a whole lot of the Fast and Furious movies. The like purple silver convertible version in Curious, I wasn't too crazy about that one. But the one from the first movie I thought was really cool looking. Alright, so once again, we don't have any stars on any of these, so I don't think there's any new... No, there's no new parts here. So it's just going to be livery, and then we'll paint to match. And then we'll paint to go with whatever livery we put on. I'm not going to paint too much different here, though, because we're trying to get the... This one, I'm going to try to do the Fast and Furious look to it. Let's see. Twitter, Zion, add me, PS4. Add you on Twitter, bro?
Excellent. I love it.
I don't have Twitter.
Sponsor tie-ins. Nice.
I do,
Yeah, you
I don't even really like Facebook, to be honest
Do you
with
need
you.
a drink? Bubbles or something?
Alright, so we've got the dual white stripe livery. Got some little stickers of the car manufacturers and tire manufacturers and things like that on the side there. We've got dual black stripes. Of course, you can't really see the black stripes down the middle because of the modifications I have.
Whatever you desire. Technology and budget.
Thick white stripes. That actually looks pretty cool. It's only, well, there's a little bit going on down here too, but for the most part, it's only right there. Oh, a car show? No, thanks, buddy. I'm doing making little videos of these new liveries going on today, and gonna put them up on my YouTube channel, and I'm just streaming it right now while I'm doing it. And then I'm switching over to Destiny 2. The reset for Destiny 2, the weekly reset happens in about an hour, so I'll be playing that after I get finished doing this. But thanks for the invite. Thick black stripes, so if you can see a little bit there on the hood, it's going to be the same thing as the thick white stripes, just in black. Hard parking. That's actually a nice livery there too. Not much for colors, but it's pretty cool. Is it shading in? Okay, yeah, it's shading in a section of the hood too. That hard parking. So if you have a regular painted hood, there'll be that darker section of black in the middle. Vinyl-tastic. That's a cool one. That's neat. Kind of like an urban design there. Neon Tear. Ooh. I like that. If I didn't already plan on going with the livery from the Fast and Furious, I would go with that one so far out of what I've seen. That's pretty cool. I might change the colors a little too if I was going to go with that one. The Maibatsu Works Hyper Function Suspension. That's neat as well. Look at that. That's a really cool looking one. Oh, it's got a nice little red stripe down the middle too. That's really nice looking. I like that one a lot. You get a little bit of the black on the front bumper there too.
You can think it.
That's actually cooler than the other one I was just looking at, the Tear. Maibatsu, man, they got a lot of nice liveries on this car. A lot of nice. It's almost making me want to rethink my decision about which livery I have to put on. This is actually, I'm really liking this too. Almost Had You. See, this is the one. Okay, so already I'm seeing I would have to change my hood because it cuts out part of that. This is supposed to be the one from Fast and Furious that Brian had. Now, it's obviously, sometimes when they make these, they make them really close to what there was in the movie, and some of them are not as close.
Bubbles?
This is one that's, I mean, it could have been a little better. Definitely could have been a little better. Yeah, I might not do that one. I honestly might not do that one just because I'd have to change the hood, which I don't mind doing, but I'd have to change the hood, and it's close to what he had,
Whatever you desire. Technology
but it's
and
not
budget.
quite there, and I feel like a lot of people will do this livery, so I don't want to be like everybody else, you know? So I'm thinking I'm going to go with either Maibatsu Racing, Maibatsu Works, or Neon Tear. Now, Neon Tear, I'm definitely going to have to change the color of the car if I do Neon Tear.
Making decisions is stressful.
No. It's going to be either Maibatsu Works or Maibatsu Racing. Let's see. Oh, you want me to add you on PSN? Oh, okay. After I'm done with the video, I'll do that, bro. Just be aware I don't play a whole lot of GTA Online anymore. I'm go back and forth between this and Destiny 2 right now, and right now Destiny 2's been winning for my free time. I just hopped on here today because these liveries, I've been waiting on these. I really wanted to see these. Man, this is tough. I don't know which one of these to pick. I think it might be this one. As much as I like this one too. What do you think, Zion? You think this one, the racing, or do you think the works?
How long have you started this garage again?
I'll have to let you know about that car show, Zion. I don't know. It'll depend on if I have a crew of like 75 people right now on Destiny 2, and if I'm helping them with something on Saturday, then I won't be able to get on GTA Online.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Alright, well, you know what? We could always change it later. For now, I am gonna go... What's up, Thief King? I'm gonna go with my Batsu Works. I like that one. And I am... Both of these, I feel like I could keep the color of the car. I don't have to change the color at all. Or the neon or anything else, really. So we're just gonna exit to the ground and drive it back to the nightclub garage.
Look after yourself.
Oh, I gotta change that tire smoke. I got a blue tire smoke on there. That ain't gonna work. I know why I had that. I had that because I was thinking I was going blue and green for Brian's car from Fast and Furious 1. How has my day been? It's just getting started, to be honest. I woke up and these liveries were out, which I've been waiting for a while, so that's a good start to it. And there should be some fun stuff to do on Destiny 2 when I switch over to that in about an hour or so. Looking forward to that. The weekly reset happens today on there. Just like we get a weekly reset on GTA Online. So it's looking to be a good day so far. Alright, what was I doing? Wheels, tires, tire smoke, and we're gonna change this. Should we go red or green? I think we got enough green on the car. Let's go red. Red tire smoke. Only 11:15 a.m. Yeah, you're about an hour behind me, buddy. I'm on the East Coast. So a little after 12 right now. I feel like we can go with some... Yeah, we'll leave those rims on there for now. You can see changing those rims down the road, though, to something a little flashier, maybe with some color in them. Zion, buddy, I'll add you after I'm done doing this. I'll get a little cinematic driving of this one too. See if we can... Last time I crashed the Fudo, we'll see if we can make it to the garage without crashing this one. And get some nice looks at the livery. Oh! Man, it's such a challenge to drive when it's in cinematic. I am digging this livery. I like it. I was looking forward to the Fast and Furious one so much I hadn't even considered there'd be one I'd like more. I like this one a lot. That is a good looking car now. Too bad it's not faster. Can't really race this in a sports race. You get destroyed. You're not good at driving? I love racing in GTA. It's one of my favorite things to do. My crew that I belong to, though, longtime friends, great people, they don't like to race much. So I usually, when I race on my own. What my crew likes to do is all the money-making activities in the game. Yeah, that's sweet. I'm digging that. I like that a lot. Alright, gonna do the prairie. If you didn't get a chance to see it, that's how the Fudo came out that I did. If you weren't watching the stream earlier. That's another new livery that came out today. There's like 20 liveries for each of these cars, I think. Something like that. You like killing people? That's typically almost everybody that plays GTA. That's like their main job, thing that they do. Alright, the stream's gonna be interrupted for a second because I'm gonna record the clip of me doing the eclipse there, the penumbra, for a video, so just stand by for a moment. Alright, that's recorded. Time to take this prairie for a little ride. This one I just got today. I haven't, the other two I actually had body modifications on them. This one doesn't have any upgrades like a spoiler or anything, so we're gonna have to fully upgrade this one. The penumbra, or not the penumbra, the Bolacan Prairie, which is what this is, I believe is supposed to be a Hyundai Tiburon in real life. Not sure how popular this car was with the modder community or the street racing community. Heists, I like the heists. The heists are fun, but I don't do them that much. I do to make money. How I got my money, I've got 61 million right now. I think my highest money I've ever had is like 80 something. I do a lot of the free roam businesses, like the MC businesses, the CEO businesses, the nightclub business now, like the underground part of it, the air cargo, all of that. The stealing cars and modding them and selling them with your chop shop, your CEO chop shop there, the import-export garage. I like doing all that stuff. I find that I'm able to make quite a bit of money. I can make 2-3 million a day easily doing that stuff when you combine all those businesses. So when I do get on the game to grind, like when a new DLC's coming out, a couple weeks before I'll get on and start grinding. That's the kind of things I do. Alright, let's get all the boring crap out of the way. Engine, armor, brakes, horn. We're just gonna make it so that it's not showing any of the oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Technology and budget permitting.
Stars on it. We'll change it later. Alright, so we want the Tune Me Up license plate. I don't know what color I want yet, so we'll just put the Tune Me Up on there.
Don't she look pretty?
Suspension, we're gonna slam it. Tranny all the way up. Turbo. Alright. I'm going to respray it with a silver so we can see any of the liveries really good.
Bodywork to match the driver.
Alright, good. And we'll check out the liveries before we do anything else. I'm a CEO, but I don't go to do CEO jobs. Yeah, I'm on PS4, buddy. The CEO jobs, like the VIP work and that kind of stuff is not really that profitable, in my opinion. It's all the businesses. Now the crates themselves are the least fun to do. I'll admit that. The air cargo too can be taxing unless you have friends with you to help. I've changed my mind. I want to do these bumpers into. Oh, okay. You know what? I think they did add. Yeah, I don't remember seeing some of these. Yeah. You know what? They added some new bumpers to this. I want to do these things first because the livery is going to show up on some of this stuff too. Yeah, they definitely. I think you only had one or two bumpers for this car before. I kind of like. That's different looking.
No rush at all.
This one's a little too plain for me right here. This one with more grill. Although, wondering if they have a livery that shows a lot more on the bumper, and that's why. Let's do this. We'll do this bumper for now. I'll probably end up switching to this one after I check out the liveries if I decide that it doesn't cover too much of the livery. Rear bumper. You know, see, this is more along the lines of what they had before. So they didn't. I don't think they added any new rear bumpers. H1Z1 or COD 3. No, I don't play any of the Call of Duties or Battlefields. I'm not into those. Destiny and Destiny 2 are my shooters that I play. I don't really play Destiny 1 anymore, just 2. And H1Z1, no, I do not play that. I know it's not really the same, but like kind of an apocalyptic zombie thing. I'll be getting Last of Us 2 when that comes out. And I played Dying Light, a lot of Dying Light. Not anymore, but I did. Okay, exhaust. Okay, so it looks like they added some more exhaust too, I believe. I don't think all of this exhaust was here before. So because there's circular holes cut there in those sides, I feel like if I don't put the exhaust pipes
If you can think it, I can.
coming out of there, that it's not going to look right. It looks okay without having the exhaust in the middle. So I'm going to want to go with one of the ones that comes out the sides there. So which leaves me with only two options. Titanium. Three options. Titanium stock. Or this wide miter exhaust. I'm going to go with the wide miter exhaust. I like the look of that.
Nice pipes.
Do I want to play GTA maybe later or tomorrow? Later, I'm going to be on Destiny 2 doing stuff. There's a possibility I might be on GTA tomorrow. Somebody else was just in here asking me if I want to do a car show tomorrow, so there's a possibility. If you want to send me a friend request on PSN, and then if I'm on tomorrow, we could always hang out, do something. I won't be doing any money grinding if I'm on, probably, though.
Life
Let's
is
see.
hard when you can have anything.
Kind of like the scoop. Yeah, I'm going to go with the scoop. Infamous 177. If you look at the bottom of the screen there, it says thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube at Infamous 177 Gaming. My PSN is Infamous 177, just like it's spelled there. The dash and everything, just not the gaming part.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll go with that hood scoop. Save the lights till after we do the livery. Skirts. Inset. What the heck is the difference between the inset and the beveled?
Or something?
I do not see a difference between those two at all. I think there might be a little bit of a difference up by the front tire. That is such a minute difference. Like there's almost no difference even
Whatever
between
you
the
decide.
twisted. They all look the same to me.
Technology and budget permitting.
Okay then. I'm gonna go with one of these painted ones. Now see, that one looks different than that one for sure. So we'll go with the inset one right there.
Making decisions is stressful. got an eye for this stuff.
Spoiler, definitely added more spoilers. There was only one option, maybe two for this car before, I believe. Being that there's already carbon down there, I don't mind putting some carbon on this wing. Silent
Think
Ninja.
long and hard.
Okay, buddy. I want a really big wing on this car. That one, even though the biggest one that they have isn't that big. I don't know if I want to go with that. This is too small. Like, this is, looks like it belongs on, I don't know, on a bike. This is so small, so tiny. These are a little more tasteful maybe, but we're going for a street look. I guess we're going to go with the drag one.
No rush at all.
Yeah, let's go with the drag one. I already slammed the suspension, and okay, we are on to liveries now. Then we'll do paint, lights, wheels. Let's see. Okay, so we got inverted tuner decal. So because the car is silver, what the livery is all the black, and then the paint shines through as the stripes, as that little piece down on the bottom rear bumper, and on the side here where it shows Fukaru, Chapal, Atomic, Globe Oil, and all that. Interesting.
How many cars you got in this garage?
Speed stripe. It's kind of a simple one. Then we've got low rent flames. We've got retro graphics. That's kind of cool. I like the side here where it says prairie and has those lines and everything. That's neat. Those racing stripes there don't look too bad. If we play tomorrow, we can race, but I don't have a good cars. All I have is a Buffalo, Duke of Death. I'm not sure what ABD and PCJ means. Buffalo's no good for racing. Duke of Death isn't too bad for muscle cars. I would say Duke of Death is in the top 10, maybe the top 5. If it's in the top 5, it's probably like the 5th or 6th though. Of course, the 6th wouldn't be in the top 5, but you get my point. It's not too bad. The Dukes itself, not the Duke of Death, but the Dukes, I'm pretty sure is in top 5. The fastest, best one overall is the Ruiner, or not the Ruiner, the Dominator race car. Oh, the PCJ motorcycle, right, okay. There's a really good YouTuber by the name of Bruffy1322 if you want to check out what the best car for each class for racing is. That's who I look to to find out what's best for racing. I try to have the best car for each class and the best motorcycle and stuff like that. So when I do want to race, I'm not losing to a car, I'm losing to another player because they're better than me. It's all, you know, if you've got the money for it too, though. This isn't too shabby, although I mean, I really like what it did to the hood there, the Prairie Posse, and the way it's written too. But I don't know if I'm feeling that paint on the side there. Dogs Bolicon. So Bolicon is the manufacturer that makes this car in game. Yeah, when you don't have much money, you just got to work with what you got. The Buffalo you were talking about was actually my first car in GTA Online. I bought that car thinking I was going to be able to make it like Franklin's on single player, and I was sad to find out that you can't. That you had to buy a different version of it, which wasn't available until later on, like about a year later, maybe 2. But it was still, it was a good car. It did me good for quite a while until I was able to upgrade. Ooh, Extreme Racer. Look at this.
No rush at all.
The only issue I would have with this one is it's very similar color to the one that I just did, so I wouldn't want two cars with the same color scheme on their liveries and on their paint next to each other. Okay, so that is cool. I do like that one. This is alright. The Prairie Posse, I like what it does to the hood there, but I'm not really feeling that one. Tacky Tribals, no. I think I know which one I'm going with. I think I'm going with this one, the retro graphics. It's kind of a little more on the simple side, but I think that's what I'm going with. You know what? Even though if I do that one, it's not really going to fit too much with the tuner look that I'm going for. This, and this are more the tuner look, in my opinion. This is more of something you might actually see the manufacturer put on a car. You stole the Buffalo and kept it? Yeah, that's how I got my first car. My whole first garage was all stolen cars that I modified. Yeah, you know what? Let's go a little more. I do really like this one. The heck with it, I'm going with this one. Alright. We've got to respray it to match the livery. You don't have a secondary color on this, so we're just going to go primary. We're not doing the crew again, and I don't like the way the crew looks anyway. We're going to try to do a metallic with a cool pearlescent. Black even looks great. Just straight black.
Do you need a drink?
Maybe a deep red might be the way to go with this. See, if you have too much of a red, it's going to hide the red in the livery, and you don't want that. So something like a wine red might be cool.
Whatever you decide. Technology and budget permitting.
Your favorite color is blue? I have so many cars. Like, I have the maximum number of garages that the game allows you to have, and all the businesses that have garages underneath them. So I have like a ridiculous amount of cars, like 150 cars or something. So I try to paint different cars, all different colors and stuff.
Making decisions.
Back when I first started GTA Online, I had my own crew, and I carried it over from Max Payne 3. I'm feeling orange, actually. That's cool looking. And it got up to 300 members at one point. And I had my first garage when they only allowed you to have one 10-car garage. Every car in it was black and orange because that was the crew color at the time. And I just had every car painted the same with the crew emblem on it and everything, trying to rep the crew, you know. And I just got so sick and tired of every car after a while being the same, so I don't do that anymore. No, I don't think there are. It's 75, yeah, primary color is 75. But luckily you've got pearlescence, you've got primary and secondary combinations, you've got liveries, you've got matte paint, metallic paint, so you can do a lot of different things to change it up. Me and my friend actually made a crew, a whole separate crew we called Killer Colors, where all we used that crew for was to make different crew colors, neat looking colors. So if we wanted a specific color for a car, we would switch to that crew, throw the crew color on, and then switch back to our regular crew. And, you know, we'd be able to go in there. He made me an admin in that one. He was the leader of that one. There was like a handful of us in there. And we could go in and change the color whenever we wanted to. Yeah, I'm feeling... What was I on? Was I on red? No, it wasn't red. It was orange. Orange for this car. Regular or bright?
If you can think it, I can do it.
I think bright. Yeah, I'm feeling bright orange.
Girl is
I don't even think it needs a pearl. Now, lights. We'll do the headlights. Neon full kit. Color. I'm thinking maybe red. At the moment, yeah, I don't get a lot of people watching my streams. My YouTube, I have the highest watch video I have right now is a video I did for Destiny 2 a couple weeks ago. It's got over 600 views right now. And what, green underneath? Yeah, that's actually not too shabby. It's not too bad looking. I feel like there's a little bit of green in the pearl on the paint too. Yeah, that looks cool. I can go with that. I've only been doing YouTube and streaming for about a year, and I don't stream that often because I just don't have the time to do it. So if you don't stream on a regular basis, it's tough to get any kind of following. I think I'll leave the license plate white. Maybe do an exempt plate.
All grown up.
Let's see, I feel like I'm forgetting something. The rims. I'm gonna do the rims, the windows. Yeah, let's tint them out. Being like a street race style car, you're gonna want to tint them out. Wheel type, we're gonna look at a lot of people. You want to be a YouTuber, your mom won't let you. If you're young, I mean, you gotta wait until your mom lets you. I'm 41 years old, so I could do what I want to do. A lot of people don't look at these SUV rims. I mean, some of these rims look really good on sports cars and stuff. 12, yeah. You gotta listen to what mom wants at that age, unfortunately. I feel like black rims would look really good on this car.
Whatever you desire.
And I'm feeling like these ones are the ones. Yeah, check that. That looks good. Tires, let's see if we can just get a little bit of white print. Yep. I'm glad these didn't have any red. I didn't want any red print on the tires. Do that. Throw our bulletproof tires on. Tire smoke, we're gonna go red because I feel like I want to accent the red coming out of that livery. I think we're done. I might change that front bumper now, since I went with a livery that does not really show anything on that front bumper. And go with this one.
Making decisions is stressful.
This one I feel is cool, but that actually doesn't look too bad either. That's more close to stock. The only difference between this one... Oh, it is a totally different one. Look at that. Okay. I don't like going with the final upgrade on anything because I feel like so many people just go for the max upgrade every time, and then your car ends up looking like a lot of other people's. I'm gonna go with this one, the Mark II.
Don't she look pretty?
Let me take another look at the hoods too before we're done here. I kind of feel... I don't know if I'm really feeling this hood. That's not a bad hood either, that performance hood. Are there actually any slits there? Oh, there's not.
No rush at all.
Any friends that stream? No, not really. That's not too shabby, but I'm either gonna stay with the scoop or switch to this one, but I don't know.
How many cars you got in this garage again?
I think the scoop suits the car more. Yeah, let's do that. I think we're ready to go. We're ready to drive this one back to the garage. One more car left to do after this. We'll have the Ruiner. Okay, so this is a front-wheel drive car. I forgot that about the Prairie.
Please just forget about this.
Hey,
Leave me alone, LJT. Get a little cinematic driving on the way back. Show off the livery as much as we can. And crash a few times, of course.
What frozen hell was that?
Yeah, you can do backwards though, and it's easier with the front wheel drive. See? I think it came out nice. I'm happy with it. It's going to be a nice addition to the garage. I don't know how much street time it'll get, but it's nice to add to the collection anyway. Zentorno? Zentorno is a very good car for the entry level into the supercar racing because it's one of the cheapest and at the same time highest performing for races. So I mean, you could do very well with it in races, and for for the cheapest amount, pretty much you're going to get a supercar for that actually is worth having. So that's good to get started with in racing. I wouldn't. It's not going to win in all scenarios, especially if the person has catch-up off, which is what I always race with, catch-up off, because it's an in-game mechanic that helps the slower cars and the worst racers catch up to the guy that's in the lead. So I don't like it. But if you race, most people do, they race with it on, then you'll have a much easier time, and the Zentorno can still hang with the top boys. So those are three of the newest ones with the liveries, and this will be our last one right here, the Ruiner. Your favorite vehicle is a motorcycle? I'm not a huge fan of motorcycles. Number one reason being I fall off of them a lot. And in races, I'll fall off of the motorcycle or I'll fall off of the track and crash and stuff like that with motorcycles more often. So that's why I prefer cars. I'm going to interrupt the stream again real quick for a second and record doing the Prairie before we go ahead and do this car. Alright. Here we go. We're going to drive this one over now. I've always liked the Ruiner. I've had many Ruiners in the game. And I recently, I want to say, I don't know, a couple months ago, got rid of my Ruiner. I had the Ruiner 2000. And I have a whole garage full of muscle cars, and I got the Ellie, which is the split second, or not split second, Gone in 60 Seconds version of the old Mustang. So I needed to make room in my muscle car garage, and the thing I ended up getting rid of was my Ruiner. Again, because I already had a Ruiner 2000, so I figured, well, I don't need a regular Ruiner. And now what did they do? They came out with liveries for this car, so I had to buy one and check it out. depending on how good the liveries are, we'll see if it earns a spot back in my muscle car garage. The Grom is the safest motorcycle. Is the Grom an in-game motorcycle or one in real life? Because you're saying you like them in real life and in GTA. In real life? Oh, okay. When I was a young guy, I actually, like when I was in school and stuff, driving around or riding around a bicycle in real life, I used to get in a lot of accidents with that. I broke my wrist, I got road rash, sprained an ankle. Like, I used to get in bicycle accidents all the time, so I figured if I ever got in a motorcycle in real life, I'd end up killing myself, so I never did. I'm going to skip the oil cooler on this. I'm going to go with that. Doesn't look like they've added anything new for that stuff. I always went with these exhausts. I thought they looked really cool on this car. Like crazy, funny, cool. I don't know. We'll see. We'll come back and look at that. We got the ram air hood, which is what we're definitely going to go with.
If you can think it, I can do it.
Lights will come back to. Plate will come back to. Oh no, I know what a plate I want to put. If I still have it. I might have deleted it to make another one. I've spent millions just making plates. Yeah, I had one called I Ruined You, and it's on my Ruiner 2000. I guess I can't put it on here because I erased it and made a different one. What can we put? My Rod Hot. I think My Rod Hot might be the one for this. Yeah, we'll go with My Rod Hot.
Looks almost as good as you.
We'll leave the plate white for now until we see what we're doing with the livery and the paint. Spoiler, we've got a mid-level, high-level, drag, GT wing, nope. Alright, so it's going to be either the mid-level or the high-level. Is that actually... Yeah, it is actually attached on the ends. Hmm.
Do you need a drink? Bubbles or something?
I think... Yeah, we're gonna go with the high level.
Your cosmetics are on point.
Suspension all the way down. Tranny. Turbo.
The cops stop you?
Won't worry about wheels yet. Windows. Probably gonna end up tinting them out, although when I have T-tops on a car like this, where they can't be tinted, I kind of like to leave it usually not tinted. Try gray paint with white underglow. First thing I'm gonna do actually is put silver paint because, like I've been doing, you want to be able to see the liveries when you cycle through them. So silver is like a really good neutral color to be able to see all of your liveries. And then once we see what the liveries look like, then we could decide what color paint. Alright, so we've got triple white stripes. I guess this Ruiner livery is going to stay on the side no matter what, I wonder. Triple black stripes. Triple red.
Making decisions is stressful.
Thin white. Or twin white, not thin white, twin white. Twin black. Twin red. Dual white. Those are a little nicer. How they go on the hood like that, that's kind of cool. Dual black. Dual red. Black two-tone. So it just makes the top of the car black like that. And that's it. Man, so there's really not anything super fancy cool on this one, huh? This is probably the most unique looking one they have.
No rush at all.
Hmm. Let's try red. And let's go to respray secondary.
How many cars you got in this garage again?
No, we don't want matte. That's going to end up being too dark. Let's try to match that red. Wonder if we're going to be able to. Wait, did I thought I was in the reds there at one point. That couldn't have been the reds, was it?
If you can think it,
Yeah, candy red, wine, cabernet, sunset, garnet.
Oh my god, it's like a bomb went off. I know.
I think maybe the Torino is the closest we're gonna get, but even that is not as bright as the livery red.
life is hard when you can have
Well, that's a shame. Probably make the black or the white match, but we're not gonna be able to make the red match unless we had like a crew red, which I don't have right now. Okay, so
This is a nice lake.
what if we do
Maybe $15,000 a year.
Do you need a drink?
black? Oh, that's midnight blue. That's not black.
You should have just fired her on the spot.
Let's just do black.
Don't she look pretty?
Let's go back to the livery. Change that to black. Let's see, that matches just fine. And we'll go back to the respray, and we'll go to primary, and we could do something with that.
Whatever you desire.
That actually doesn't look too bad. Doing a lot of red stuff though today. I'd like to do some other kind of color. This might be a yellow or a green or something might want to go on here. I mean that yellow right there looks great, but that's... Oh, okay, buddy.
Making
Thanks for
decisions
dropping
is
by.
stressful.
Have a good one.
That's a statue for the
That yellow looks good, but yellow and black is like with the whole bumblebee thing. It's kind of overdone. That dew yellow doesn't look too bad though. Let's see what lime green looks cool. I like that a lot.
Think long and hard.
That diamond blue ain't bad.
You're a dickhead. Say that again. We were only holding you
Oh, you don't need to go. Okay.
that once. Look, I don't want a kid yet, and I have matched
This white looks nice too.
you are a dickhead.
I'm gonna go with the green though. I like that. For me, like a muscle car, a nice, beefy muscle car like this, you need a nice loud color. We're gonna go with that lime
To match the
green.
driver.
Do I want to put a pearl?
Well, you saved those kids from unnatural desires. It's true that sometimes the only way to manage teenage sex is by acts of extreme violence.
Which is good because violence is awesome. Ew, this whole place smells.
Alright, so if I don't put a pearl, you could already, like if I just leave it the way it is, you can see a little bit of green in the black stripes.
How many cars
And then the
you got in
black
this
underneath
garage
there.
again?
I could change that to a black pearl, and that'll make the black like just really black, and you won't see any green pearl in the black. I'm gonna do that. I like that contrast of the black and
Looks almost as good
green
as you.
better. The best car? Well, that'd be subjective. That depends on what you're using it for. If you're talking about for racing, it depends on the category of car you're racing as well. Super sports, you know, whatever category you're racing, SUVs. If you're talking about like for not the actual best car, but the best car in my eyes, that changes. I like a lot of the lowriders, and I like some of these tuner style, Fast and Furious style cars as well. Like I've got in the garage that I just came out of with this car. So it depends on what I feel like driving. I love any car that has a lot of modifications to it. Like this car doesn't really have that much modifications to it. It used to be rare in the game. It used to be hard to find, and that was one thing to like about it. But now that you can buy it off the website, it's lost that.
For you.
So it's not like a rare car anymore. But any car that you can highly modify and make look like very unique, so that when you see somebody else with the same car, your version of the car looks way different than their version of the car. I really like that, being able to do that. Let's go back and see if we want to do that crazy exhaust.
Do you need a drink?
Nah,
Bubbles? Or
we're not going to do that crazy exhaust this time. We'll just go with this little big bore exhaust here.
I'll wait.
Lights,
There you go.
neon, full kit, color.
You guys are going to the final.
Mine's on fire.
Woo! What a talent! I've never seen someone set fire to their crotch before. Fantastic!
The most racist guy in America.
You all disgust me.
I think
Whatever you desire. Technology.
this is a mint green. No,
Win it all. Who will humiliate themselves in front of the world?
maybe the yellow?
Find out tonight on Fame or Shame the Finals. Now, please welcome your host.
Hey Dave, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the yellow on that.
Look at her now.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be back. Thank you. Fame or shame?
I think that's it for this car. Oh, wheels. We gotta do wheels. Windows, I'm not gonna do, because like I said with the T-tops, I don't like tinting the windows.
Holding everything together.
Let's go to wheels and see what we can do with these
Making
rims.
decisions is stressful.
Here are our fame or shame judges. Let's introduce you love him. I love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Hugh Harrison.
We could just go with the same rims that it already had, but we could paint them. Get off GTA, go back to Destiny. I will actually be going back to Destiny very shortly here. Don't you worry. This is the last car that I'm modifying. You should stick around for a couple minutes. You'll see me drive back to the nightclub garage, and you'll see the other cars that I modified. That have the new liveries on them today. Let's see, black is no good. Let's see what green would look like. Oh, this is gonna paint that whole. Alright, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put lime green on here, but I don't think I'm gonna keep these rims. Yeah, it has been a while, Day. It definitely has been a while. We got to get back on the game one of these nights just to mess around,
That what you were looking
or one of
for?
these days. Tire smoke. I'm gonna go with some yellow tire smoke. And let's go to the wheels and change these wheels. Oh, that's yeah, that's not too shabby right there. It's not too bad. I'm saying shabby a lot today. I don't know why I got that word stuck in my head. See, I want a little bit of green in the rim, but I don't want like an overwhelming amount of green. That one's even not too bad. A little more chrome than I would like to see on a muscle car, though. I kind of like that one the best, I think, out of the muscle car ones anyway. Let's put that one on for now.
There it is.
Yeah, you know what? That's going to be the rim, I think. Definitely. Alright, so we've got the tire smoke, the neon, the paint, the livery. We've done all the other modifications to it. We are ready to go. Let's drive this back to the garage, where it will temporarily stay. And I'll decide if I want to keep it down the road and add it to my muscle car garage. And my muscle car garage is currently full. Yeah, yellow was the right choice. Let's actually drive up to my muscle car garage. Ah, can't have nothing nice. That didn't last long. Try not to crash. He said, I crashed immediately right before I saw your message. It's alright, we just won't look at that side of the car. We'll try to do a cinematic drive up to the garage too. We'll go up here and I'll show you real quick my muscle car garage. See if there's not something in there that I could replace or move to put this in there. I think it came out nice. A good color for this car. This is a Trans Am or a Camaro. I'm not sure which. I think it's closer to the Camaro.
Open your... Yeah.
And I've already got a couple Camaros and Trans Am kind of cars in here. Thursday night, I'll be on Call of Duty for 3 weeks until Red Dead Redemption 2 releases. I'll be on that. Call of Duty? Why are you going to be on Call of Duty for 3 weeks? They got some kind of new content or something? Or is there a new Call of Duty? So that's Eleanor. This is my Dukes. I think it was you, Thief King, said you had a Duke of Death. This is my regular Dukes. My, oh, what is the name of this car? The Vapid Blade. Here's like a Camaro. Or an old Firebird. The Nightshade. Here's the Smokey and the Bandit car. And there's the Buffalo. And the Buffalo race car right next to it. And then we've got this race car, the Gauntlet. The Stallion, I believe, right? Yeah, the Burger Shot Stallion race car. And then the regular topless Stallion. Yeah, I honestly don't think any of these cars... It's a shame I can't get a bigger garage to put my muscle cars in. I mean, I have the CEO garages that holds, I think, 20 cars each. But I have cars collections in there already that I don't want to move. It's a shame I don't think there's anything in here I'd want to get rid of to put that Ruiner in here. If it had a cooler livery, maybe. I don't know. I'll leave it in my nightclub garage for now. I can decide sometime in the future. You watched Smokey and the Bandit last night for the first time, Thief King? Great movie. That's a classic. You'll be switching between COD, Black Ops 4 releases on the 12th. Huh. Well, you got until the 12th. I was thinking maybe this weekend day we'd get on just for a day. Not for like the whole day, just for a couple hours, maybe during the evening or something. Blair Witch Project? I haven't seen that in a long time. I don't think I even ever watched that thing all the way through. That was kind of a strange movie. Little bobbing and weaving through traffic here. I always like the Ruiner. It can really get away from you if you let it, but it's a fun car to drive. Scared the crap out of your mom? Oh, it's the right time of year for it. Halloween's right around the corner.
What up, homie?
Look at you.
The 12th is the end of this week already? Really? Today's... Oh, God, it's the 9th already? Oh, my God. I've been lost in space, Day. I've been playing too much Destiny. I completely lost track of time. Yeah, Friday's the 12th. Holy cow. Oh, well. So much for that idea. Alright, so there's the Ruiner. We're going to move that over, though. I don't want it too close to my tuner cars. Getting the wrong idea, you muscle car invader in this garage. Alright, just to recap, this is the livery, one of the new liveries I went with on the Fudo. Day, look at this. Look how cool it looks, man. I know you're probably going to have some comment like, it looks like shit, it looks stupid, but I think it's cool. There's like 20 new liveries for each of these cars. Here's the Prairie. The one I went with on that. And I was going to go with the Fast and Furious look for this one. But I decided to go with this livery. I thought it was pretty hot. And that's pretty much going to conclude the stream. Just wanted to show off these liveries on these cars that you can buy off the website. These 4 cars right here. And show you any new modifications. For those that were watching, the Prairie right there, the orange one, has a lot of new modifications to it. And all 4 of these cars have about 10 to 20 different liveries available for each one. And I really, really think they did a really good job with these first 3 here. The Maibatsu Penumbra, the Bolacom Prairie, and the Karen Fudo. The Ruiner down there, I think they could have done better with the selection of liveries. Then again, it is a muscle car, but for the tuner look, which is what this garage is all about, these 3 right here are going to be keepers in this garage. And I've actually got a car that I like to put next to the Fudo, the Blista Compact. I wish that had some liveries. It's another little hatchback I'll probably throw in here. But that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. If you liked the stream, be sure to check out some of my other videos. I'll probably have separate videos up on each one of these cars that I modified. I don't know if I'll get them up today or tomorrow, but be sure to keep an eye out for them. Take it easy, and I'm out.